Boys and girls, I'm back. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, and I did something I've really never done before in 2 parts. 1, I hid a truck from you since the point that I bought it, except for 1 very crucial update. And 2, I paid somebody $25,000 in the form of a check to build me a truck so I could surprise myself with it. I kind of maybe couldn't actually hold up to surprising myself for the very final product, and when I went to see it for the 1 time before it was done, I actually brought you guys along, so let's do a little flashback. Actually, I'm just kidding. Before I go there, I just wanted to let you guys know that you can win this truck. It's Dream Diesel giveaway number 27. It comes with $30,000 cash, and the giveaway's deadline is September 27th. Yes, Dream Diesel giveaway 27 ends on the 27th of September, and 15 times entries are live right now for your chance to take it home. And full transparency here, because that's what honesty integrity says at Enthusiast, is this giveaway's max entry multiplier. Okay, all right, let's go. Oh my goodness, it looks absolutely incredible. This is a dream come true for me, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing this color right now in this very moment on this very beautiful day in Pennsylvania is so surreal, because I dreamt of this very setup while I was contemplating a massive choice back in 2014 when I was confronted with the OG LML or a brownstone metallic truck. I had seen one set up very similar to this back in the day, and here we are, circa nearly 7 years later, and it is now right here behind me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the vlog, the LML, the High Country. I actually have a few names in mind for this truck, but I'm not gonna reveal them yet. What would you guys name this thing upon immediately seeing it? I have a few ideas in mind. I'll probably reveal them in a future upload, but I haven't quite decided yet. If you're presented with that challenge right now in my shoes, what would it be? Now, although this thing looks absolutely incredible, and yes, I'm going to review what's been done to it thus far, it's not done yet. Oh my God, it looks absolutely absurd. There's been so much that's changed, yet you can only probably really see the major thing, which is the wheels. And that's because we've had some major part delays, which has delayed this build tremendously. It's nothing that we can control. It's ultimately due to the supply chain challenges, but it's almost done. So to avoid redundancies, I'm actually not going to touch on all the aesthetic things that were already covered in this upload right here. So if you guys haven't seen that upload, definitely go check that one out after this one so you can paint a complete picture of its journey thus far. The biggest change, the hood scoop. Yes, that thing was back ordered from General Motors. Luckily, it's now in. My God, this truck looks insane. All right, so obviously the first thing that's done to it, wheels and tires. Yes, Nitto 420Vs on a set of 24x14 concave polished American Force wheel. They look insanely good. That concave gives this thing so much stance. It's just so juicy. King shocks are now installed. You can see fender liner still remains out. Upper control arms have been powder coated suede brown to match the brownstone metallic. That is a prismatic color. Sway bar also powder coated to match. King shocks with reservoirs. Big compliments to DMAX store for those. We waited for those very shocks to come in for nearly 6 months. So those suckers, you might say, are a little rare. King shocks up in the rear. A Duramax with King shocks. Some major maroon Sam King vibes right now. The only Duramax that I've ever thought of that also had King shocks is Sam's LML, which I'm still working on trying to get him to sell me, but he still hasn't budged. But perseverance will prevail. I will not give up. The exhaust that was polished on the truck when we had picked it up, that thing looks so sick. Leaf springs powder coated to match the truck. Receiver hitch powder coated to match the truck. We've got taillights in from Phil at Fast Headlights. Phil's been hooking us up on the builds, absolutely crushing it. Third brake light is also in. Paint to match, all stenciled paint to match on the exterior, paint to match on the interior, and stenciled out the actual brake lights. These things look absolutely amazing. The OG vibes. By far my favorite body style ever in the history of all trucks I've ever had. It's a bold statement, but I'm standing behind it. And now I stand, keys in hand, with the truck to my left, your right. This thing is extra special because in another not like us fashion, it only takes us typically about a month and a half to build the truck. This one right here is going on nearly 4 months because of how much actually went into it. It makes it extra special, and I've always had a soft spot for this color, and I quite literally built my very own dream brownstone metallic High Country with the saddle brown interior LML Duramax, but I built it not for me. It actually could be for you. There she be, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Diesel giveaway number 27, aka a 2015 LML brownstone metallic high country Duramax with a fixed vane charger, a fully built transmission, fuel to support it, a whole bunch of color match, and well, why would I skip over some details? Let's talk about it. The team over at Next Level Motorworks absolutely crushed it on this truck, and I am so grateful for them. Amongst all those recent things that I addressed, explaining my hiatus from YouTube, if you didn't see that video, you can check it out here. I did not want to let the absolute badass build stop, so the Next Level team absolutely came through and doing what it is that we're going to talk about right now. There's just something about a high country Duramax out in the country. So drop a comment below real quick. If you win this truck, will it end up in the country? Will it be in a suburban area, or will it be in the city? So anyway, guys, let's talk about this thing. It's a 2015 brownstone metallic high country Duramax. I went into all that information here. Then we took it down to Peach Bottom Auto Body, and they do what they are absolutely amazing at, and that's transformative color matching. We got all that stuff done, and I'm not gonna harp on that. That video is here. Then this truck kind of somewhat fell off the map because it ended up at Next Level Motorworks. Then the truck actually ended up out to Brody at Accelerate Auto for a full paint correction, and that I didn't film. But this truck is fully paint corrected. It's got 45% windshield tint and 5% tint on all the windows. The bulk of the transformation happened at Next Level Motorworks, and that happened to be there. So what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is an S467.7 fixed vane LML Duramax. This kit is by Whirly Custom Fab. It's powder coated in what's called a liquid suede, and then we've got the brown powder coat accents, in which those accents are found on all the exterior parts, such as the upper control arms, the traction bars, the diff cover, the trailer hitch receiver, the sway bar, among other things. Now, the mods don't stop there. You need fueling to support a bigger charger like that, being it's an S400 chassis, and boy, does it sound amazing. So the Next Level team was up under the hood. They actually added in some 60% overs by our buddies from Extra G Performance, and there's a fleece 10mm CP3 that's pumping all the fuel into those beautiful brand new pieces of engineering. But we didn't stop there. Up in the transmission well is, well, none other than a Whirly Custom Fab 700 plus horsepower transmission to take all of that beautiful 700 horsepower and apply it ever so efficiently to the ground. Let's go for a cruise. Wow, just for added effect, how about we open up the sunroof? So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the high country. We actually didn't name this build. I had a few things in mind. I guess it's not too late to name it. Does it remind you of anything specific? It's almost like the Lone Star 2.0, but I didn't want to steal that from Lone Star because that was a pretty iconic build in and of itself, but a very close related twin at that. And if you still haven't tapped the thumbs up button, but you waited all that time to hear that glorious fixed vane scream and sing in its Angels of Harmony, and that's a good opportunity if you haven't subscribed yet. Well, what are you doing? I'd like to see you guys around here more often. That being said, I'll see y'all in the next upload.